Hi, fire signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your August 2021 career and finance reading for all the fire signs. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, welcome to the month of August and your reading. I always drop the cards during shuffling. I don't want to say I drop them. They jump out to the floor. How about that? So if you've already subscribed to my channel, I say thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please like, share, and subscribe. You'll be notified every Saturday is when I do the videos. So if you go into subscription, you'll see that I put these videos out every Saturday. So fire signs, let's get into your career and finance reading. So first is serendipity, and it's upside down, and this is all about being at the right place at the right time, and all your stars are aligning. But it feels like, you know, when this is upside down, a lot of times what it means is that maybe they used to line up, that, you know, you felt like everything was falling into place, and it's not. Something happened to turn that upside down for you. And the next one is yin, and this is divine feminine, and this is about taking action, moving forward. And the next one is to be fair, and it's all about balance and justice and lawsuits, and you know, things being fair and right for you. So in the end, everything is going to be fair and right for you. And yes, if you're looking for a yes or no answer, this is definitely a yes. But I'm going to read a little bit deeper and read and discuss it with you guys more. Just to give you a better idea, and it'll give me a better idea of how to explain this to you guys. But it's saying, perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person that you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one, and it fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson that you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. This is really a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you're meant to go. Pay attention as the signs presented to you. So you guys, maybe you thought you were supposed to be going in one direction, and now you're shifting. So usually when you shift, all is not lost. Even if you went to school for one thing and you decided like, fuck, I don't want to do this, or this isn't right for me, it is okay. It wasn't lost. It wasn't all for nothing. Although it doesn't mean you might not feel like that at first, but it wasn't. Nothing is ever lost. If you're being shifted, you needed whatever has happened to you in the past to get to your next level. So, except for student loans. If you have student loans, I'm really sorry, because that is hard. But if you research online, they're working on help is out there for student loans. Research and do your homework, because it's horrible to start your life off with a shit ton of debt. The next one, it says, now is the time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a back seat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what might happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel like they have the power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form that you want. How do you want to feel basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is a sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. So you guys, what this is telling me, and this is really hard, and I know a lot of us grew up like this. Like, if you want anything, you have to make it freaking happen. And the only way you're going to get what you want or what you need is by manipulating the circumstances, and you have to make it be. If it is to be, it's up to me. And you guys, it's exhausting. And the only way you're going to get your way is if you take it. And you don't have to. It's already there for you, and it's not supposed to be so hard, and it's not supposed to be painful, and it's not supposed to suck, and you're not supposed to think like, this is the way it goes, this is my life, this is just the job, you know, everybody has to suffer in order, you know, to make lots of money. This is the divine telling you that you don't have to suffer. You don't have to make it happen. It's going to happen for you anyway, in spite of all that you do. Honestly, when you're in it, it is so hard to see that, to let it go, to not obsess about it. But to be fair, it is saying now is the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and you will be treated accordingly in all your affairs. You will be able to negotiate fair settlements. So if you guys have lawsuit, divorce, anything going on, it is going to work out in your favor. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations. So remember that all things must be fairly recompensated. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. So you guys, if you're at a job and you think you're going to get screwed out of something, or you're at a place and you're like, you know, this always happens to me, you're going to be okay no matter what. The justice will prevail. The truth always shows up. It might not show up in the amount of time that you think it does, but it does. And honestly, the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. A lot of times we're impressed by people's material success. And a lot of times what is behind all of that is not what you think it is. People might have really nice stuff, really big houses, really nice cars, and then you find out they're in bankruptcy. They can't pay their bills, or they just lost their job, or their wife wants a divorce, or like they have a sick child. You know, like not everything is what it looks like. Most things aren't what they look like. But in the circumstances, whatever is shifting for you, you're either changing careers or changing where you work. But whenever you do a change, I don't want to say but, whenever you do a change, you're always advancing forward. You're never going backwards. And if you feel like you're going backwards, I want to remind you, take yourself off the clearance rack. You need to mark yourself up to full price. So the next one is allow yourself to receive. Open your arms and welcome the blessings that answered prayers that God is sending you. So you guys, you are getting blessings, and your prayers are being answered, and the divine and God, spirit, your angels, your guardians, your ancestors, whoever you're praying to, you are going to get what you want. Allowing yourself to believe it and to receive it is a lot harder. So you are being shown the way. You are getting messages sent to you. If you feel like you're missing the signs, you're not going to miss the signs. They get bigger. You can't miss what is meant for you, and you won't. The next one says, share your art with the world. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. You guys, this girl is painting. She's an artist. There's a waterfall behind her. She's in nature. She's got, I can't tell what's on her. I think it's a bird. So you guys, you're creative. You are creative by nature. I think you think that you have to do what everybody else is doing. Like you have to work at a job that you hate, because if you really shared your art with the world, you wouldn't be able to financially support yourself. This is saying bull to the shit. The next one is have confidence in your creations. Trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. You guys, your creativity is your gift from God. If this is your gift, if this is your gift, and your gifts are here to give you abundance. A lot of times we were taught by people who couldn't do it. They weren't able to listen to their inner voice, to their intuition, to their creative side. So it was easier to shut down yours than to acknowledge that they weren't able to do what they needed to do or what they wanted to do, or that they had a false belief. But this belief is not true. What is your gift is here to give you your abundance, whatever that is. If you love to paint, you paint. If that brings you joy and happiness, it's going to bring others joy and happiness too. So if you are thinking, we're not meant to suffer. We're not meant to go to work and do something that we hate all day just to get money. I don't know where this belief came from, but it's wrong. You guys, you don't have to suffer or do something terrible so you can get rewarded. You can do something that you love and get rewarded too. You can have both. You don't have to pick one or the other. You can have both. You can have everything, and you can have more than one thing. Organize for success. It says, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply the way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan for your next action steps. So you guys, this is saying get organized. However, what this is saying to me, a lot of times when it's telling you to get organized, what it is letting me know as I'm reading this is maybe you guys feel overwhelmed right now. And a lot of times when you're overwhelmed, it's hard to move, it's hard to do things, and maybe you've been in a pause. Maybe you have felt paralyzed with fear because you know if you start organizing for success, like this, it's really going to happen. So like as you organize, there's a great book. If you guys feel overwhelmed, don't know where to begin, don't know where to start, don't know how to start, this is saying also ask for God, the divine, to send you the people that are meant to help you, and they will be sent to you. I really, really know this to be true. And also there's a great book, and it's called From Clutter to Clarity. And this woman explains a lot of times we're not afraid of the first thing. We're afraid of the thing that happens after it. If I get organized for success, if I start really getting ready for this, this could happen. Just do what's right in front of you, and you take the second step when it comes. Usually the fear is worse than what is really going on. And because you guys are so good at going to the dark side and thinking the worst case scenario, it never really comes true. So it's always great news for you guys. Now the next one says, ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So you guys, it's saying ask for your needs to be met. Sounds so easy. Yeah, what do you ask for? How do you do it? As you're asking the divine, God, Spirit, your angels to help assist you during this process. So I made a God box a couple months ago in the pandemic. The one size says pray. The next size says let go. I blinged it up and I write these letters to God in there. So every time I'm worried about something, I write it down. I write, Dear God, please bless me, not working right now. Please send the right job to me. Thank you. Love, Michelle. And then I put the date on it. And then I put it in the God box. And I feel like I've done a physical act. And what do you do after you ask for your needs to be met? You guys, you get out in nature. You start doing things that bring you joy, that make you happy, that are fun. That helps you obsess less. It's not you're not going to obsess. It's not you're not going to think of it 12 different ways, trying to dissect it. It doesn't mean any of that. It means as you're waiting for your needs to be met, go have some fun. It'll get you out of your head. Or call somebody else and ask them how they're doing, or if you could help them do something. Just don't sit there by yourself alone in solitude. Horrible. And it sucks. It's not fun. So the next one says focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you will receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So you guys, I am getting that it's very hard for you to trust that your needs are going to be met, that you're going to be able to not feel so overwhelmed. And it's hard for you to believe this right now, but you're allowed to focus on your priorities. If you don't address them, it will give you a sense of anxiety and make you feel shitty. So you are allowed to focus on them, but it's not supposed to. You're not supposed to abandon yourself. What do you mean, Michelle, when you say abandon yourself? You are not supposed to harm or hurt yourself in order to make somebody else feel better. That if somebody feels better when you're harming or hurting yourself or giving your time when you don't have time to give, this is not good for you and you don't have to do it. So you're allowed to focus on what you want and what you need, and it's not wrong and it is not selfish. And I want you guys to know what other people think of you is none of your business. What other people think of you is none of your business. The divine is recognizing that you are a kind, loving, compassionate soul. And anybody who tells you that you're not, they're not your people that you want to spend a lot of time with. You don't need to hang around anybody who will make you feel shittier about yourself. You can do that on your own for free. You don't need anybody to help you with that. So all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and happy birthday, Leo. If you're still watching, thank you so much. This is your sign signing off, and I will see you guys next week. Take care.